Hi, today on Cooking with Layla we are going to make some toads in the hole for lunch. So what we need are a couple of pieces of bread. We're going to use a glass for our cookie cutter. We've got our eggs right here. We've got some butter. And we've got a pan here that's on medium heat. We're going to warm up this pan first and melt some butter. In the meantime, Layla, will you cut some holes in that bread for me? Mm-hmm. You could use a cookie cutter for this, but this glass will work out just fine. What we want to do is have a nice little hole in that bread, and that'll work just perfectly. We'll pop that guy out. There you go. Got a hole like this and a nice little piece of bread to go with it. You could use whatever shape you like, just make sure that it's small enough that it fits in the bread so that you've got a nice frame for your egg. And once those are all set, I'm going to have you put some butter in the pan. So you cut off, I don't know, about here. We're going to do, just push straight down. There you go. And you can just drop that right in the middle. Now that pan is hot, so we are going to be very careful when we get near the pan because we don't want to burn ourselves. And now we're just going to wait a few minutes for that butter to melt. So we got our butter melted in the pan, nice and hot. Layla, will you grab the circles from the bread? We're going to start by toasting our bread circles. Just be careful, drop them in there, anywhere in the butter. Perfect. Now we're going to let these sit for a couple of minutes just till they get nice and toasty and buttery deliciousness. Alright, these look like they're toasted on one side. Layla's going to flip them for me. Perfect. And that's perfect. Now this pan is very hot, so you want to be very careful. But she did a nice scoop. You want to just scoop fast to get underneath them, and then just flip them over, and they'll stay right in that butter and get nice and toasty. It smells delicious, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. We're just going to leave these here for another minute, and then we're going to put them in the pan or on a plate for them to wait while we cook our egg.
Looks like grilled cheese.
It's the same idea. You take bread and you toast it in butter. With grilled cheese sandwich, you just do a piece of cheese in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay, these guys are done, so Layla's going to scoop them out and put them on that plate. There you go. So they're just going to sit on that plate and rest. Now, I noticed that we're almost out of butter, so let's put a little bit more butter in that pan.
How much?
About the same amount we did last time.
There?
Yep, just a little bit. There you go. And that should melt up nice and fast. And I'm just going to hold the pan by its handle way on the end here and swirl the butter around so it melts all over the pan. Alright, next step, we're going to take our other pieces of bread now with the hole cut out, and we're going to drop those in the butter. And we got those toasting now. These are going to toast up faster now because the pan is already hot. So they will probably only need to sit here for about 1 minute.
They're bubbling. Looks like a caterpillar.
And then once we flip these guys, then the fun part. We get to crack our egg right in the middle. Alright, I think these guys are ready for a flip. So Layla's going to very carefully flip these for us. As you can see, it's not that easy. There you go, perfect. Now, that's it. You got it.
There.
We want these to be right in the middle here, so we got a nice, good place to drop our eggs.
Okay.
And it's time to crack the eggs. Do you want to do it? Alright, I'll crack the eggs. You hold the camera for me. Ready? Now I like to crack them on the side of the pan here. If you wanted to make it so that this is more kid-friendly, you could crack your eggs first in a bowl and then just pour the egg right in. And if you did it right, it should stay right in there. This one's escaping out the back a little bit. That's not that big of a deal. Now Layla and I like our egg sunny side up. So when this starts to set just a little bit, I'm going to cover this pan so that the steam will cook the eggs a little bit. Keep watching.
Take a little bit.
This is also the time that you might want to season it. So throw a little bit of salt on here. Just a little bit. If you like pepper, this would be the time to add pepper. Layla chooses not to have pepper on hers. So I'm going to give these guys a cover. Let them steam up a little bit in there. Alright, I think our eggs are ready. We'll take off our lid.
Looks like Cookie Monster with his eyeballs.
And they should have a nice little wiggle jiggle to them. We'll turn off the heat. Get out our spatula. Oh, maybe this one needs another minute because that egg white isn't completely set yet. This one looks perfect. So we'll scoop this one out and put it right on the plate. And then we can put a little hat on this, just like that.
Perfect.
Now we just need to wait for this one. Just another minute. Get that egg white to harden up a bit.
Froggy.
A toad in a hole.
Toady.
This one ready? Almost. Still a little too wiggly jiggly for me. Alright, let's see. There we go. You're right, a little Cookie Monster eyeball. Now, one of the fun ways to eat this is to take your toast and dip it right into the egg yolk. Or you can cut it, and then the egg yolk will run all through the bread. And it is delicious. So, this is Cooking with Layla, and today we made two toads in the hole. Layla's going to give them a taste. What do you think?
Really good.
How did we do?
Great. I'd like to try that.
Well, we hope you enjoy. Happy cooking.